Wait, I'm not ready. No, okay, never mind. That was a joke.
We're doing a show here.
We're doing it live.
Fuck it. Anyways, hey guys, how's it going?
Hello.
And welcome to another episode of the practice room here. And last time we left off with us. Last time we left off, Alex did a nice drawing of a certain Blaze Blue character.
Had a little fan art going there.
Yeah.
I remember now because it was trying to draw the whole body, getting mad at the legs, abandoning the legs entirely, only drawing the upper half.
Yeah, but it was about Tawakaka in that episode. And last time we left off with me here, I decided I wanted to create Zelda items, and for this episode, I decided I'm gonna create some more. Kind of
enjoying the item sheet.
Oh yeah, I think it's a nice change of pace compared to.
It is, and it's a good way to practice things that aren't people.
Yeah,
you know, it's very easy to get bogged down into just drawing people all the time, and it's like, what are other things?
Right, and then this time, like, they're smaller items to a point where it's just very, and not really focused in a sense where I don't have like problems with making a person. I don't have a problem with making a person. You
can move through these quicker, and you don't feel like you're bogged down on like one thing.
Yeah. Okay, so first thing I'm going to start off with, I think I'm going to start off with the boomerang.
Major adjustments going on.
No, that's fine. That's cool.
Yeah. Hey, you know, you ever do that? You like you think you're all set up, and then as soon as you sit down on the couch, like every piece of clothing moves to an uncomfortable position, and then you got to stand up to fix everything, and you sit back down, and it all moves. And you're like, come on!
Yeah,
I put you there in this position for a reason.
Yes.
Why are you shifting on me,
dude? Alex. I am a tangle of limbs. You have to understand. I feel that every day. So, I know where you're coming from.
You've been a victim of this before.
Yes, I have. And the thing about it is, like, guys, if you've ever been like on a couch where you just like you think you got the most comfortable position, and then you realize that like, oh wait, my leg's kind of in the way here.
Yeah, you either get where something's like dangling off weird, or you're pressing on a joint really hard, and you don't. That's like comfortable for a little bit, but then it wears on it, and then either starts burning or it falls asleep.
Yeah, that's actually what's happened to me sometimes. Like when I actually do sleep, when I sleep, sometimes like I'll sleep on my arm.
Yeah. If you sleep on your side, and if you're like the way I have to do it is I sleep on my side, but I'm still like on my back, but at like a 45. Because if I sleep like directly on my shoulder, then that'll hurt.
Oh yeah. I'm guessing it has to do with like just sleeping positions in general, just having to deal with.
What's your go-to?
It's my back.
Back is
sleeping on my back.
It's a pretty good one.
Just how it is.
It's very natural. You're just kind of sinking into the mattress. There's nothing extra that you got to do.
I used to like sleeping on my stomach. Sometimes that position gets a little bit uncomfortable.
For me, sleeping on my front is good but like. My head has to be in the right spot, because if I don't do it right, I'll have a major crick in the neck.
Oh God, yeah. Sometimes when I wake up for work, like I sometimes I'll have that like just my neck just feels like awful, and I'm like, oh God, this doesn't feel right. I'm not saying like I sleep wrong on my it's not like I sleep wrong on my neck, but like it just has to do like my sleeping position.
Yeah, it's got to sit the right way.
Yeah.
Now for me, I like to have my head pretty strongly elevated.
Yeah,
it's at a pretty steep angle, I would think, compared to most people.
Right. The thing I do is like every pillow that I have, even if it's kind of like a decorator pillow, I get it and
you just have like a stack of pillows.
yes, like a stack of pillows,
big old stack. Okay, go ahead.
And it's so comfortable, like because like I get like really plush pillows. So.
Yeah. I'm usually a two tends to be about the right amount for me.
I have to
sometimes 3 if they're really thin.
I have to get like 3.
Yeah.
Otherwise, my neck is just not.
Yeah.
But usually.
But do you? Okay, so you're laying on your back, but are you? Is it like the back of your head on the pillow, your face is to the ceiling, or do you still lay? Do you like turn your head to one side or the other, even though you're on the back?
Faces to the ceiling.
Okay.
It's mostly because of how my position is when I'm sleeping. Because like if I'm like any kind of way, like kind of have like, and sometimes like I have to not think about like light or something like that, because if I do, then I'll be up forever, like just looking at the ceiling, just the dark ceiling. Like, all right, I just need to force my way to sleep.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, you can't fall asleep with like your eyes open and staring at something.
Yeah, you just gotta not think about it.
Yep.
And the thing is that like just having that sleep, like, I mean. I don't know how to say this, but have you ever had like just a really good night of sleep? Just I fell asleep like a log.
I tend to sleep pretty well, so yeah, I would say so.
It has to do. I guess what it has to do is my paranoia of if you guys didn't know this, me and Alex used to be on the football team in high school.
I don't think we've told new stories related to that
haven't.
yet, or really had any illusions.
No, we have not.
But now you know.
Yeah.
We're old high school teammates.
Yeah, we are. And usually that when I was up in college up at UNT, which is North Texas, by the way, I got really like paranoid when I was up there and I was doing football, because I never wanted to be like
late. Yeah.
You never want to be
late to practice is the worst feeling. It's the worst thing.
And it feels awful because you know you're late and the coaches know that you're late, and then it turns into just this big fiasco. Not fiasco, but just like
you wake up and you just have this massive sense of dread, and then it stays like, and not that stays with you, and then it's amplified by the whole drive to school. You're thinking about what they're gonna make you do because you were late.
Yeah,
it's almost a relief when you finally get there and are just in trouble or running laps or whatever, because you're like, okay, now it's out of my head. I'm just running laps now.
You want to get it out of the way because you just don't want to have that hanging over your head for the rest of the time.
No,
Honestly,
thankfully,
I have never I've seen people get away with it, like being late and like the coach is not seeing them.
Yeah,
but majority of the time, it's always like, oh, they found out.
They tend to notice.
Yeah, they definitely do.
Yeah, because like the first thing like you ever do in practice is lining up, and you know the coaches expect to see everyone once through the line.
Yeah,
and you're going to have a tendency and all that.
And even then, the thing is like, even if you get away with it, I feel like some of the players would snitch you out.
Yeah, there's a possibility of that too.
Your teammates would definitely snitch you out and say, "Hey, welcome," and then they would bring attention.
Look at this. Yeah, you'd be trying to come into the back of the line. Oh, hey, nice to see you here.
Get on the sled.
You know, you're over there like, shut up.
Shut your mouth.
I did your homework last week. Come on.
I don't need you. just full on, like, just get out of here.
I know. Then it turns into a problem, and then the coaches put you in a one-on-one. And then you're
like, they make an example out of you.
Oh yeah, it'll just be bad all over.
Stuff like that. Just I never look. There are some things I missed in practice, but there are some things I don't.
Yep,
that was one of them.
Right there with you.
Especially, like, I mean, we never really did a lot of... did you notice we never... Like, you know how, like, certain programs have, like, the drills where, like... Did we really do, like, the carry drill where, like...
Like, you got to carry a guy?
No. Like, someone's holding a ball. Like, there's two people that are fighting, or that are one-on-one, and then there's one person that's holding the ball behind them.
Oh, well, I guess...
Did we ever do that?
We didn't do a specific version of that. We did...
I know we did one-on-ones, obviously.
We did one-on-ones. We did 3-on-3 with a ball carrying a linebacker.
Oh, yeah.
And then we did a whole inside run where it was, where it was... offensive 7 versus defensive front 7.
Yeah.
I
know we did that.
For non-football people, that's 5 offensive linemen. That's guys with their hand in the ground with the ball, a quarterback and a halfback. And then on the defensive side, that's 3 or 4 defensive linemen, and then the whatever's the alternate number of linebackers standing behind them. And the goal is to either, like, basically the way it's set up is that it's a narrow thing. So it's like the name suggests, it's an inside run drill. And so the ball carrier's goal is to break through the line and get to about 5 yards past where the whole engagement took place. And the defense's job is to tackle the ball carrier before that happens.
And the thing is that, like, I hate those drills because... Well, I'm not saying I hate those drills. Those are kind of like the highlights.
I love those drills. I loved contact. That was my
I didn't mind.
favorite.
Honestly, I'm not saying I didn't love contact, but what I didn't like was just how much shit we got left with. I mean, it's practice. I can understand, like, the coaches getting upset.
Yeah, you probably got picked on more because you were a starter, and
they
expected more of you and all that.
Well, the coaches were just... like you said.
This is the funny kind of paradox of being the backup guy. You're the backup guy, so the downside is you don't get to be in the whole time. But on the good side, the coaches don't think much of you either. So if you make a mistake, you don't really get in trouble. They're just like, oh yeah, he's the backup.
Oh yeah. But the thing is, like, when you screw up, like, the person that like is on the chopping block there, like, they know that, like, if they screw up, then they're gonna hear an earful from the coach.
Oh yeah.
Like, they're always gonna feel that. It's irritating because of how not feeble. I was gonna say how it can change in an instant. Usually, like, our positions.
Yeah.
And it's just...
And different coaches reacted differently. And
like we have a coach. He's actually the head coach right now for our high school.
The feel bad coach.
Oh, yeah.
So the whole gig is that there's one coach that's the best yeller. He, it's the most top of their lungs. Like, you can hear him from across the field. Loudest yell at you coach. Then there's the other coach that he doesn't yell as well, but he's gonna make you feel really bad about what you did.
I think
like, he's gonna come up with this really creative level of insult. And
it just completely makes
it'll just
like
destroy
an utter
you.
Piece of shit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's really impressive.
Let's recap here. So when we have our coaches, who do you think fits those bills? So
I don't want to say coach names.
No, I know. Sorry, I don't mean to be like.
But I think our.
Do you think our position
at our time, our defensive line coach was the best feel bad coach.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
And I think the best yeller. I'm thinking, no, the offensive line didn't yell much. Quarterback coach never yells a whole bunch. You know what? The secondaries coach and special teams, he was actually a pretty good yeller.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, are you talking about
Big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, folks. We can't.
It's all good. We
can't do that.
We want to preserve some privacy.
We don't want to be like, oh, these people are terrible.
But he was a good yeller, and you probably didn't see him as much, but I saw him a lot because he wound up coaching like my group more often than yours.
Yeah.
Me and Jordan is a much higher athlete, higher level athlete than I am. Man, so he got to.
Don't put me on that pedestal.
He kind of got a different set of coaches than I did.
You know that doesn't work well with me. I don't like being put on a pedestal. Because then when you're
gonna take the compliment and you're gonna like it.
You are gonna like it.
Now you do one. That's not what I meant, you dunce. Good one. You're supposed to explode into a million pieces.
We're supposed to explode. That episode was so good.
It is one of the best ones.
That episode was great.
For those who don't know, we're referencing an episode of SpongeBob where it was Appreciate Your Worker Day.
Yeah,
it was like Brothership Day or something like that.
Yeah,
and as a lazy gift, Squidward ran out to a bunch of pirates that happened to be in the back of the Krusty Krab, and he bought a pie off of them. And the pirates tried to explain that this pie was actually a bomb. Squidward didn't really listen, and he bought it anyway, brought it back, and then set it down in the room. Went to do something else, like talk to Mr. Krabs, and then came back in, and SpongeBob was licking his fingers, and the pie was gone. Oh. And so the assumption was, oh my God, SpongeBob's eating this bomb. He's going to die. So Mr. Krab, he explains the whole thing to Mr. Krabs, and Mr. Krabs guilts him into like spending.
The boy cries, you sweat her tears, and you kill him.
Yeah, they kill him.
Mr. Krabs guilts him into spending like the rest of the day with him to live out his best moments before he dies by sunset. And so Squidward has to do all these things that he hates.
This is totally going back to our conversation about our coaches.
Yeah.
Mr. Krabs is definitely would be like one of our coaches.
Yes.
You had to do that, didn't you? Just shit like that. I know it would.
The man blocks for you for an entire mile, and you happen to get tackled. How are you going to live with yourself? You're like, no.
It's like this. It's like you're pass blocking, and then you don't hold it enough, and then
you don't hold it long enough. Like, look at this dead quarterback on the ground. He's over here trying to win the game for you, and you let him get killed.
You let him die.
You gave him a straight up lookout block because you didn't know the play.
No, it's like
if anyone doesn't know,
it's like that could have been a touchdown.
That could have been a touchdown, and you ruined it.
You ruined it, and I'm leaving.
If anyone doesn't know the lookout block, it's when the ball is snapped and you go, look out!
Get down, Mr. President!
Because you got beat pretty bad.
Mr. Obama, get down! But, yeah.
Good times, man.
Oh, my God. Honestly, there were certain good days, though.
Yep.
It just depended on what day it was, you know?
Oh, yeah. We always had favorite drills or times where we got to match up against guys and we wound up winning.
Oh, my God.
Those were always good feelings.
Honestly, I don't know why I didn't. I didn't mind my one-on-ones.
I never got to do very many, but the one I do remember one real significant one where I beat a guy that both coaches didn't think I was going to, and I wound up holding a really good block, and they were like, "Oh, all right."
I think the one thing that really was upsetting though was
I never did one-on-one as a defender, even though I played defense for 3 years. I never did the one-on-ones on defense. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Well, I say that, but I did do a lot of tackling drills where one person would be the ball carrier and they'd have to, you'd have to either run at an angle or you'd have to run through a certain gap and make the tackle.
Right.
And those kind of things.
So there's the boomerang.
I never liked the 5-man sled. But I liked the 2-man sled that was the one where you punch it and the dummy sticks in and then it pops up.
I like cut drills.
If you punch it right, those are fun. Cut drills are fun.
Dude, cut drills are actually,
cut drills are so much fun.
I kind of complained about it, but I was like, you know what? Throwing yourself at high speeds and where you
and
hit
just
something.
chopping someone's knees out.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
It's so bad, but it's so fun.
It's like you feel bad, but
and
you don't
wildly
want.
unexpected. As a lineman, one of the best things ever is getting to do pull blocking on
Honestly,
on screens.
Pull blocking is satisfying. It really is.
Yeah, either pulling around if you were like the backside guard that was going to be the pulling lead blocker, or if you get to go out for a screen. Both very fun.
Yeah.
The screen's a little bit more fun to me because then you get to hit secondary guys, and they're never expecting it.
Honestly, like they're thinking, like, "Oh, I can just outrun you."
Nope. No. I'm taking a really good angle.
Yeah,
You're not getting away.
I got geometry on my side.
Look at this wingspan.
I mean,
you can get away with that at high school.
That's the case for me. I'm not saying that nobody else does, but like
you got one of the biggest.
I just, again, I hate being put on a pedestal when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Jordan is about 7'12".
Yes, I have.
He's got arms that could wrap around a 200-year-old tree trunk.
Yes. I'm literally like Mr. Fantastic.
He can bench press a bus and
I'm that strong.
That's my fully robotic replacement. Not nearly as charming, but he can bench press a bus.
I was gonna go into that whole not text to speech, but it's this meme of like how someone is like a Navy, like they bragged at like a Navy SEAL there, and they say I have like 300 confirmed kills, and like just shit like that.
Yeah,
like it's just a meme.
Oh yeah, like doing your whole bragging thing.
No. It's like I'd have to pull it up.
Or like, is it like announcing how good you are or whatever?
Yes, I mean it's kind of like a brag thing, but it's funny because just how ridiculous it sounds when people say it, and it's like it's become so like.
Oh, it's just it's a real goofy version of that kind of sentence.
It's a goofy ass. Well, no, it's the same. It's always the same thing every time, but like, it's just a meme because of how ridiculous it sounds.
That's funny.
So.
I know it was a deal like back in samurai days, and well in medieval knight world as well. But I think the samurais were more famous for it. Where basically before any duel, they had to announce to each other like their name and their title and their lineage and who they were serving for and how many battles they had fought and who, if any, they had ever defeated anyone major. It was like this whole declaration of how good you were before you dueled this guy.
So it's just a explanation of how good you are.
Yeah. You basically had to list your resume before you dueled somebody.
Otherwise, like, I'm not going to do it.
Big witness me moment.
Witness my power.
Witness me.
So what?
This was a good jump around.
Yeah, I mean the thing is that like you see what I'm doing right now.
What do we got going here?
Okay, so let me explain. So
I see the boomerang.
I just finished the boomerang. I am doing the lens of truth.
Telling you, boomerang, mate.
My boomerang.
Try and hit that wall to be over there. No, the boomerang came back at me.
I actually don't.
Whack.
I feel like I'm gonna sound like an idiot here. Well, that's to be.
Bruh.
Yeah, exactly. That's to be expected. But does a boomerang actually do come back?
Yes.
I've never seen it.
It took me to like scour some YouTube videos to actually see a boomerang that came back. It takes a huge lap. It's not like it's like you imagine like you throw it out and then it just comes straight back. No, you throw it out and it makes a big circle and comes back in behind you.
Oh.
That's what it does.
So it comes behind you?
Yeah.
Like just right around?
Yeah. No, it's not a straight out and straight back. It's taking a big half circle.
Okay.
Basically. And that's how
because it just seems a little bit confusing to me.
But if you throw it the right way, it's gonna hit your spot where you don't have to move. You can just catch it, which is cool.
Yeah, I mean,
so that's a fun little physics toy. And I know the whole gig was that it was used to like it was a weapon against kangaroos, and you would try to break their necks with it.
Oh God.
Back in ye old hunting days. Well, they don't have deer, so.
I could guess. I guess so.
That's what they have to get after. Man,
Australia is just a.
How did Australia just get the wildest looking animals? Like, I know Africa's like number one for coolest animals, but Australia's got some gnarly ones.
I mean, they got deadly animals.
They have a lot of things that can kill you there. There's
and
things that would be small anywhere else but are huge over there.
Oh God!
Like all their insects are massive. Why?
Well, you got a tunnel spider,
giant spiders, giant snakes.
What happened over there?
Everything that's just gonna eat your lunch just happened to evolve right there.
It's just the evolution, like. The dinosaur era never went away with Australia.
No, it's hanging on pretty well there.
Oh, good. That's weird. It's really strange.
Giant crocodiles.
It's been so long since he's passed.
Oh, Steve Irwin.
Yeah, Steve Irwin.
Yeah. I watched a deal on Shark Week where his son did a whole bit where he was kind of recreating a lot of like the famous scenes that his dad had done with sharks.
Yeah.
Which was really cool to see. And they went and they would like flip back and forth and show some of his old footage. Man, he was wild.
He was
showing his old footage. Just like, this dude's awesome. I can totally see why everyone watched this.
I mean, because it kind of the thing is that like there's another guy. His name is Coyote Peterson. He kind of does stuff like that, but he doesn't do the whole thing with where he wrestles gators and all. But the thing is, what he does is like he's gotten stung by like the strangest. Well, not the strangest shit, but like
all the wild stuff.
The wild stuff. Like he took a tarantula hawk sting.
Oh my God!
And his fucking arm, like he was numb, and he was like screaming at it. I was like, "Oh my God! Like, why would you do this to yourself?"
To be on TV.
I mean, it's not even to be on TV at that point. Like, he actually started as a YouTube, not YouTube star, but like just
channel,
yeah.
Yeah.
And like, as he continued on, he like started to get more popular.
Because people want to see that stuff.
People want to see people get hurt.
Dude, but dare me to do what? Okay, sure. And then a bunch of people go watch it.
I guess that's what Jackass is, I guess.
Yeah, to steal a bit from Gabriel Iglesias. That there's a tiger. 400 pounds of man-killing flesh. One swipe of its paw and I'm a goner. I'm going to go poke it with a stick.
Why? Why would you do that? What's wrong with you? Why would you just...
Because you can, man.
I don't know if I want to.
People. There's people that are willing to take that, level of risk, and it's terrifying but amazing to watch because somebody's willing to do it.
Call me a coward if you want, man. Like, I just don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, the will to live is pretty strong over here.
I'm sorry, dude.
Not as much of a risk taker.
I'm not saying that I don't like thrills and all, but shit like that seems like
there's a limit to it. What's like the most thrilling you would take?
I don't know.
Dude. Like you do roller coasters, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What about those big swings where it's an A-frame and you're strapped into just a set of ropes in the middle and they pull you way up, parallel to the top and then just let go and you just swing way out forward and swing way out back.
I don't know if I would like that.
Not sure about that one?
No.
What about bungee jumping?
Fuck.
No bungee jumping. What about skydiving?
No.
No skydiving?
I'm sorry, dude. A person my weight and just no.
What about wingsuiting? No.
I'm sorry, dude. Like, I don't like... I'm not saying I'm afraid of heights, but, like, I do not want to be anywhere near the sky with with any kind of faulty kind of...
Jumping out of a perfectly good aircraft.
Yeah, exactly.
Getting Wile E. Coyote'd where my parachute is full of forks and knives.
Coyote. What the hell? I would never like to do that.
Or I think Bugs Bunny had one with an anvil in it.
Exactly. Like, I bet people would do that for shits and giggles.
So how many joke parachutes can you come up with?
Oh my god. Do you think people would do that? Like, if they were... Think about it.
I bet somebody's tried it.
Yeah,
I bet somebody's tried it.
Okay, so...
Which is really scary.
which brings me to a topic that I want to talk about. So, I've had this discussion with my friends before. Well, obviously other than you.
Oh.
Because we're friends.
Getting called out over here. Tune into this drama, ladies and gentlemen. The friend group's breaking up. We're going to go create 2 separate channels. We'll make like 5 videos each and then slowly work towards an apology and come back together for a big reunion with millions of followers.
Yeah.
And you're all going to buy it.
Just watch. Just watch and learn. Watch and learn, folks.
This is how to do peak YouTube drama.
Yeah. Cause some shit, and then afterwards make up and say, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Hug it out.
Do a great apology video.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I can't. I gotta branch off to what
They're so fake.
How the hell do people do like apology videos? I don't get it, man.
There's a science to it now. There's a straight up formula to how you have to like structure apology videos, and then they work.
I mean, I guess sometimes the apology just doesn't feel genuine.
They've never been genuine. It's all about internet clout.
Yeah, and that's I guess I don't like that shit. Like anybody that okay, I'm gonna. God, I don't want to be this. I just hate when people try to be like, "Oh, I'm sorry," like try to be, and there's a formula. You said there's a formula to it.
There's a way to do it, and then if you can cry on command, even better.
Exactly. Like it's because these people are trying.
You really got to hand it up. You have to dress down. You have to look more homely and unkempt than you were. You have to film it in a location of your house that's unflattering.
And what you have to do is you have to look at the camera. And you gotta be like, hey guys.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Oh my god. That's exactly what it is.
Dude, like I can pull that up.
You could probably make a compilation of just all the hey guys from apology.
You know what? I don't want to be that guy. Sometimes people can be apologetic and be fine, but majority of the time, it's like I know you're bullshitting me.
Oh my god! Hey guys, I know this was a tough video to make.
They start with like a kind of like a stop where they're like I
know people have felt really strongly about the things I've said, and. I just want to tell him that I'm sorry. I didn't. No. Here's
it goes like this. It goes like, I just want to tell you I'm sorry.
I just want to tell you.
I mean, you mean a lot to me. You, the fans, like you've been very supportive.
You guys are what it's really all about.
Yeah.
I mean,
and it's not.
I would never do anything to hurt you.
Like. And then they go on.
I know I got angry at this one Fortnite game, and I said something that I know I can never take back, but I just want to personally apologize to my fans, and
I won't do it again.
I promise I won't do it. Son of a...
Exactly. Like, they break character.
Who the hell?
Who the hell is calling me?
Swear to God.
Just shit like that. Okay. Now, bear in mind, people, I don't think everybody's fake. I just think majority
everyone on the internet is fake.
Fake as hell when it comes to that type of shit.
That's the grain of salt that you take with the internet, is that everyone is fake. You're never going to get the genuine person.
Yes, I don't know.
I'm being hyperbolic, but
it's
fun.
We're being
There's a lot of fake.
Oh, definitely.
An overwhelming amount of fake.
People have shown like, you think people are very like nice sometimes, and then you realize like, oh wow, these people are just like, you sit down and you actually, well, you don't sit down. Sometimes you look at it and they're like, wow, this person's actually a piece of shit. Just full on.
How could I never see it before?
I can't believe it.
It was right in front of me the whole time.
I can't believe that I've seen this person be like this. Like, I'm lost for words. There are plenty of examples when it comes to,
oh my God.
Like, you could probably like make a five or even more videos than that.
People have, I'm sure.
Yes, they have.
And I bet they're a good time to watch.
And I don't mind. I mean, when I see people or YouTube personalities get blasted and they get totally destroyed, and they get called out on bullshit, I think it's funny. I'm sorry. Like, I can't, like, I think of it as like kind of a pastime for me.
Yeah.
Because some days I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of bored. What's on YouTube? And then like it gets recommended to me, like this stuff gets recommended to me, and I'm like, you know what? I got time to kill. I'll watch it. And I do, and I'm like, wow, this like you look back at it and you're just like, wow, this person. I would never want to meet this person in real life. Sometimes,
Yeah.
It just never. I'm not saying never meet your heroes. What I'm saying is never really meet your heroes, guys. Because if you do, you might be.
It's probably why I'm drawn more to the people that aren't, like their videos aren't just their face.
Yes.
Like I'm more drawn to the people where their content is separate from their personality. They make cool videos about stuff, and it really has nothing to do with them, and they don't insert themselves into it.
I'm not saying that people shouldn't put their opinions on certain things. I guess that's what
makes it fun.
No. I have sometimes an issue with how would I say this? Sometimes I have an issue with reaction videos, I guess.
Reaction videos are so lazy.
I know, and the thing is,
I hate them.
I hate how
they're low
saturated they are. But
and they give no. They're pretending to like give credit to the original creator, and they don't.
Well, it's not that only, but like, you know how they do like a reaction to like a video game or something like that.
Yeah, or you're just straight up ripping off like multi-million-dollar production content.
And look, I'm not saying that like it's not it's not original, but I'm saying like I mean, I'm not original here. I mean, look at me. I'm making fucking items from Legend of Zelda.
Right? Yeah, we're both copying like hell, but we don't. I feel like it's a little bit.
Yeah.
There's some effort behind it, and we have a genuine appreciation for these things,
right?
And that's kind of why we want to we want to draw some focus to it, because these are things that we really like. Yeah.
Now, don't take this the wrong way. When people do sometimes when people do reactions and they're like genuine, the person I keep referencing, Maximilian, when he does reactions to certain fighting games,
Mm-hmm.
he actually has some kind of criticism or like some kind of
where they add like a proper amount of commentary to it.
And I mean, they're also like again, like he voices his negative opinion about certain things if he doesn't like it, and you know what, that you take and give.
Yeah.
And then you have certain people that are like, "Oh, this character sucks because I don't like." They want to criticize the whole thing because, like, they think it's corny or they think it's like just like they won't like it because like for certain reasons, like certain reasons that really don't like give criticism.
Yeah.
So like if they get like.
It's not using fair use the way it was intended.
Yeah. And I guess what I have a problem with that is that just if it'd be
Oh crap! Are you gonna start a flame war?
I'm gonna be the bad guy.
You gonna out our channel, man?
I'll get roasted.
Oh no!
I'm saying
please don't.
I'm not. Don't worry. I'm screwed around. But the thing is that like what I guess what I get upset about is that when people
Apology video incoming.
guys, be on the lookout. It's coming. No, but I guess what I have to say about it is that just having karma.
Sideways.
It's good. We're good. I'll listen to it. But when people have like certain criticisms about certain things, and I'm not saying that because like people should go for the majority. I love when people have like their own opinions about something. But like when it's kind of just on a basis where it doesn't make sense, I guess that's where I start to feel, I wouldn't say defensive, but more like just, I would feel like I'd have to say something about it just because, and I don't want to say it in a negative light to that person, but like if it usually comes out as negative because the person is so defensive. Now, bear in mind, not everybody's like this, but you've seen some people like this. Trust me, you have. And the thing is that what I want to say to those people is, why are you so upset about it? Like, about this certain basis? Like, I mean, I'm not saying that everything can't go your way, but sometimes just things don't go our way when we have a game out.
And like somebody's raging over it.
Or like with Smash, like with Smash Brothers.
Oh, and they get like upset that a character wasn't put in?
Yeah, or something like that. Because I know one of my friends is, and like he wishes there was one character that he wanted on there, but I mean, it happens, and it sucks. It really does. But I mean, what can you do?
One reaction video that I do enjoy is the reaction to the reaction videos where the original creator of the content reacts to the reaction video that was made about their content. Those wind up being fun. I think my personal favorites are the one that the Odd Ones Out did and the one that Boy in a Band did.
Oh.
It was the Boy in a Band one was funny because he had put out a song and then it was the big reaction channel like the adults react, kids react, old people react. I forgot what that one's called, and their name now is not their original name, but it's the Something Brothers,
right?
And it's huge. It's like one of the oldest big channels, older big channels on YouTube.
Right.
And he had reacted to the parents that were reacting to his song that was like a criticism of the education system that he had gone through.
Right.
Well, that was kind of fun. I think James actually did the same thing.
Really?
With the Odd Ones Out. Yeah, I think. Yeah, his was also to the same channel doing that type of reaction video. Dang it, I can't remember what their name was.
I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You'll figure it out when it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it's just been out there forever and it's old as dirt.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a huge tangent compared to you were setting me up for some question,
we were
and
talking
I
about,
distracted it like hell.
I distracted myself. I'm sorry. We were talking about YouTube apology videos, and then we were talking about
yeah. So what was the thing you were going to ask
I
before?
actually don't remember.
Oh no!
Sorry.
Oh no! I ruined
I'm
it.
an old man.
Ah.
But anyways, I mean, Lens of Truth is done though.
Very nice. Very nice.
I give it a little glare right here.
I like the shine. Yeah.
Thanks. And then
it's a happy little reflection.
yeah, but the cool thing about this thing is in the games, you see invisible stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like any kind of like invisible walls or something like that, like you'll see.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. And let's go with the Megaton Hammer.
Okay.
Now, God, this is bothering me. I really wish I knew what I was gonna say.
It's just gonna start digging into you. Well, it was.
It will. Don't worry.
It was football stuff.
Yeah.
And then it was YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
And then it was something before apology videos. And I can't remember what it was.
I cannot. Either.
Ah, crap.
Well, I guarantee you guys, we're gonna figure it out in post.
Was it a challenge or something?
Maybe.
Actually,
now that you said that, I kind of want to get into your thing about Inktober.
Oh yeah. Okay. So this. Well, I get. This will have been going on for a bit by the time this video is actually like posted. But let's see. Yeah. So basically, this is my first Inktober that I'll be participating in.
Yes.
And for those who don't know, the challenge is basically to do a drawing, a new drawing every day of October. So by the end of the month, you'll have 31 drawings.
Yes.
And there's like a traditional list that gets posted of the themes that you can follow each day, or you can try to do a drawing that's related to a theme that's given. And I've also seen a lot of people just pick their own stuff, and they have 31 drawings of whatever theme they wanted to have. But the core of it is that you finish, you do a drawing a day per month for the month.
Yeah.
I started a little late.
No, it's fine.
which is okay. Technically, did I? Oh,
I mean, you could still make it.
I don't think I. Yeah, I think I actually drew like on the 3rd, and then the first post was like on the 4th. But I've been consistent daily since then.
Yeah.
So far. Anyway, the theme I chose was Blaze Blue characters, because that's a game that we both enjoy. And and within the game, there's a lot of really good gallery artwork from the studio themselves and from guest artists that the studio has invited in, and from fans, and it's got a pretty big pool. And so I'm kind of picking an artwork of each character that I like, and I'm trying to recreate it in just a pencil and pen format.
Yeah.
You can do your, start in pencil and then finish it in pen. That's totally fine. You do not have to go straight to pen. There's some people that can do that, and I do not have the confidence to go permanent out of the gate. I make a lot of mistakes.
No, that's fine.
And I pick things that are way too detailed for my skill level, and so there's a lot of erasing time to it. But at the end of the month, we'll have a big breakdown of all the final artworks, and I can talk about it. My process for each one, and what were some things I liked and things I didn't like on them.
The cool thing about it is Alex actually wants to post it on the channel. So
yeah. So you'll what I'm posting right now is I'm recording the drawing from start to finish, and then just cutting it down into a little speed paint. There, for some reason, no one can agree on how to spell speed draw. Is it is it speed space draw? Is it SPEEDDRAW or is it SPEEDRAW? I decided to do SPEEDRAW, speed draw, as one word.
Draw.
There's no double D.
Draw.
I think that's the funniest spelling, and I'm running with it.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, and so basically you get to see the whole from blank page to the finished inking, and I might do some extra shading and stuff on some of them later for the final.
I wouldn't mind trying to go for the. Honestly, if you let me shade, I could probably do it.
Yeah, that would. I might just give you one to see what yours looks like.
I mean, I might be a little bit more different because I'm not trying to be like, oh, Alex doesn't know how to shade, but like.
No, I don't.
No, but like I would love to try and see what I could do.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what you would come up with. You could probably do Valkenheim since that one's not shaded at all.
Yeah, that's fine.
I could probably give you that one and just go like, all right, finish this. See what you come up with.
Finish it now. Do it.
Yeah, but it's one thing that I've definitely gotten a lot more comfortable. I really had spent honestly no time actually drawing in pen. Because I was always like the permanent thing made me nervous. And this is slowly kind of cracking that shell, which is a good thing. And I'm getting a lot more confident in my pen strokes, and they're starting to smoothen out a little bit, which is cool to see.
Now, here's the deal: what I have, not with me, but like just what I've seen. I've seen an artist, and I'm not saying that like everybody's always going to be at this caliber. But there's an artist that does like anime drawing.
Yeah.
And he does like with pen and like he does it like shading marker.
Ah, cool.
And what he does is he draws certain anime characters like in different styles of anime.
Oh.
So like certain characters,
and that's a huge variety that you can go into.
Yeah, you could.
I mean, just because you say anime style character, that the different manga artists and the different anime artists can differ pretty wildly.
Yes. Like a lot of different manga, like so much different compared to like others.
Mm-hmm. It's really pretty amazing that even though you kind of sum it up into this anime category, it's really got a lot of variety to it, and it's such a high level of creative talent.
Yes,
in that pool, and what those guys are able to make, and how frequent they're able to do it is really unparalleled.
It's because of like ratings and stuff.
Yeah, and it's really amazing to see it's like a Renaissance level of quality in their domain, but they can make a whole chapter a week or whatever. You're just like, oh my god!
And I question how these people do it.
It's unbelievable.
It just seems inhuman sometimes. Like it's a little bit. I'm not saying it's scary, but it's definitely like
it's intimidating.
And it's because of, and I'm not trying to throw it, but like I'm saying, like it's because of like ratings and stuff. Because certain manga need to hit like a certain like reading count.
Yep.
And you're on the clock when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah. And those guys practice like hell. And
yes.
the amount of hours that's behind their work is equally phenomenal.
But the thing is like sometimes it's just not healthy. There's just a certain moderation.
Yeah. Definitely. We've talked about that before about their work comes out at a pretty breakneck pace, and a lot of times the artists wind up suffering for it.
Yeah, and it's horrible because we want to see. The thing is, we want to see more from these people, but
the demand is insatiable.
Exactly, and it's really upsetting to see like these people like go into not say early retirement, but like just having them be just not devoid of life, but just completely sickly to a point where they're like that.
It sucks it out of them.
Yeah, and it's horrible.
It kind of reminds me of
Of what?
the scene in Amadeus where Mozart's on the bed and he's dictating his composition to Salieri, but he's like also dying at the same time because
Yeah.
he can't stop.
It's just, dude, like, I'm not saying give it a rest, but like, you need to take a break or something.
But I wonder if there's something to like that mindset of if you're aware that you're at this level of creativity and skill, and you're like, if I've got a limited time
In my life.
to be here, I'm gonna do everything I possibly, I'm gonna squeeze it all out,
Yeah.
as much as I can. And there's probably some of them that think that way.
And I mean, look, I'm not saying that you shouldn't embrace your dreams and stuff, but sometimes you just need to, like I said, you just need to take a break. That's what you need, guys. Like, if you just need, you need, like, if you're feeling that way, if you're feeling sick, don't push yourself to a point, to that point.
And I think it's easy for us to say that as Americans.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of other cultures where the rest and the downtime is seen as unproductive only.
Yeah.
And there's nothing to be gained from
course.
it. On top of that, you've got this whole culture clash and how different people view work ethic.
Right. I mean, I could be like kind of speaking from ignorance in that sense, but I mean,
we don't know. We don't live there.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, we wouldn't know.
But we know people are different.
Oh yeah, like everything's different.
Everything's relative.
Yeah.
Note to Einstein.
Oh no.
Got it.
This isn't good.
What do we got here?
Okay, so I have the Megaton hammer.
You're trying to scale it?
No, I'm trying to move it.
Oh, but you chopped off a piece there.
Yeah, it's okay. I can reattach it.
Okay.
Cool thing about pixel art, guys. You just reattach something.
Everything fits in the nice little lines.
Hey, goes new.
Perfect.
It's kind of hanging off like, see, nothing wrong here.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I'm making the Megaton hammer right now.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to make it look a little bit more shiny. Make it less.
Oh yeah, I see what you're going for. Maybe the brighter part should be along the edge of the blade.
I mean, it's a hammer.
Oh, it's a hammer. Never mind.
Yeah, I was like, wait, no, that's a sword, dude.
I keep looking at it thinking axe.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
But you're right. It's actually a hammer.
Here, I got it. Actually, I have a brilliant idea. Ready for this?
Oh, all right.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to curve it.
Ooh.
Think about it this way. If you're looking at a hammer, and you're looking at it as a reflection, you want to make it look like it's on this side.
Yeah, that gives a picture.
So, what do? You do it like that.
Nice.
Nice.
That's a hammer there.
Yep. And then I will also...
Look at that three-dimensional space. Look at that projection.
Look at it. It's amazing.
Look at that framing. Look at that 1 point perspective.
Yes. It sometimes when I look at pixel art, what I like to do is I like to look at like certain dimensions and how they're framed.
I'm always impressed at how much you can do with that level of constraints.
Yeah, and like you someone said it best. Like I said, like you just using the pixels that you have to your advantage to make it look like something that's comes off of a game. It just looks and what I like about it is just I guess that's what I like about game design. just having stuff like this.
Yeah.
Look, and I'm not saying this is like top quality, but I'm saying like I definitely think it looks pretty good.
You about the game design is really cool because there's iconic items that when drawn out take up such a small amount of pixels, but you know exactly what they are.
What it is. Like with the Master Sword, everybody knows what that is.
Everyone knows, yeah, and in reality, it's only a couple of pixels high by a couple of pixels wide.
Yeah, exactly.
Not huge, but super identifiable.
It's because like it's the iconic like sword, like Blade of Evil's Bane. Like what else can you think of that would be like really iconic? Like Mario's cap.
Yeah, a Pokeball.
Oh, definitely.
Oh crap! What's it called?
N7.
No, I'm trying to think of the
I'm just trying to. I'm just
the Manikati from the first Fire Emblem. Was a very picturesque sword that you could pull out of a lineup.
Definitely. We're just talking about swords, or are we talking about like just regular stuff?
Well, other items. That was just another one that I had thought of.
Anyways, okay, so I have the Megaton Hammer, I got the Lens of Truth, and I got the Boomerang.
There we go.
Hell yeah!
You can progress pretty far in the game with this lineup.
Well, I mean, at this point, the thing is about in this game, I'm only supposed to have. There are certain things you can have in the game when you're a child, and then when you're an adult in Ocarina of Time. So the Boomerang, the Slingshot, are off limits as you're a kid, but when you're an adult, or no, it's off limits when you're an adult. The Boomerang, the Slingshot, are off limits when you're an adult.
What?
But, yeah, but you'd have the Lens of Truth, and you have the Megaton Hammer. And you cannot wield that as a kid. You cannot wield the Megaton Hammer as a kid.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because it's a giant hammer. Well, I wouldn't say giant.
But it's big for a kid.
It's big for a kid. You
wouldn't be able to comfortably wield that.
It's big for a 7-year-old. That's what Link is. He's a 7-year-old. Well, actually, no. No, he's a 10-year-old.
How old is young Link?
Young Link in Ocarina of Time, I think, is 7 or 10 years old.
Wow.
Because
what a brave kid.
In the game, when he gets the Master Sword, he sleeps for 7 years. So he's 17. He is 17 and he's saving a nation.
Yeah.
That is.
What have you done at 17?
Cried tears.
That's actually one of the college humors that I actually liked with the newer cast of the group.
Yeah.
Where it was like, what have you done by age whatever, and so they had like the average 6-year-old, and then it was like 6-year-old, Bach was like, I've just composed my first symphony, and then it it kept creeping up into like your teens, and then Mary Shelley was like, I just wrote Frankenstein, and then you were in your 20s, and John Oliver was like, I just made Citizen Kane. Or it's not, I don't remember if it was John Oliver. John something.
Right, I got you.
Anyway, so they went through like everyone doing these amazing accomplishments at these ages, and you're just kind of there like, yeah, I graduated college. I'm just trying to find myself,
I'm just trying to find my motivation.
Working my casual retail job.
Oh my God.
This guy's over here winning Olympic medals. I don't know.
I don't know how I feel about that. Just stuff like that, I guess. I'm not up above the expectation that I'm trying to do something great.
One of the things that I had, because I like watching the Olympics this year, because this was really the year where the majority of the Olympians were my age.
Yeah.
Which was really interesting to see, because it's like, wow, these people have these people have had the same amount of time that I've had, and this is what they've done with it, and it's really impressive. But the understanding that I came to, because this bothered me back in Rio when it was moving into that age of what these high level athletes are, and it bothered me back then. And I spent a lot of time thinking about it. And what I've kind of come to is like that's not everyone can be expected to do that. Like that's not what you're here for. You know, there's the reason that's great is because it can only be done by one person.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole thing that gives it that magnitude.
Right. And the thing is that like with the Olympics, it's like it's on the world stage, so it's kind of. I'm not saying that there's just a certain kind of pressure, you know.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, there's a big fucking pressure. You know, world stage. You're there for all the not there for all the countries. But you're there to represent your country. But I'm not saying that you don't have representation at all. I'm just saying like you.
It's a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to those of you that feel like you haven't achieved enough,
don't feel that way.
Don't worry. Well, I'm
not saying don't feel that way.
Don't feel that way. Use some of that as your motivation. If you want to be ambitious and go, improve yourself and achieve some things, that's a really good way to motivate you, but don't look at it to the level of detriment of, I'll never become like
this
that
person.
That's where it starts to get negative.
Yeah.
And that's not good because that's an unhealthy level of expectation to put on yourself.
That's kind of also a segue. Funny thing. It's kind of a segue to like certain artists. Like,
yes. Yes, absolutely. If you can very easily get bogged down into comparing yourself to others.
I mean, I felt that way.
And they're really young.
Yeah, I'm serious. Like,
it's really funny. So one of the ones, one of my favorites that I follow, and I'm not going to say who they are, but in their bio profile, they were like, I started this. They do paintings, and I was like, I started painting when I was like 27, and it's been several years since then, and then they're at this high level, and it's like that one thing that's fun about art is that you can start at any time.
Yes.
And get really good. It's
it's the method of how you do it.
Getting good is just a matter of you putting time into it, not what age you started at.
Yeah. And the thing is like it's just another thing in life. Like the more time you put into it, the more you get out of it.
Always.
Like that's just how it is. I mean, I'm not saying that. Like I said, did I have humble beginnings? Hell no. I thought I had like the trashiest stuff like when I started. I mean, I
still think I'm trash.
Exactly. Well, no. What I want to do is I want to have some kind of confidence to say that I know how to draw, but I don't want to come off and saying that it sounded like a pretentious douche.
Well, no, the confidence comes from competence. So it's you're confident because you've done a level of things, and you can be impressed with yourself to that level that you've been able to produce.
And sometimes you have to do that with yourself. Like, you just have to say, you know what, this is good. Like
I've done a thing.
Yeah.
Because last week I had nothing that was this. Now I've made this thing.
Yeah.
Like there's something to that.
There's a thing. It's actually
you can be proud of that thing because you did a thing that wasn't there before.
Exactly. And just don't, like I said, guys, don't let yourself get discouraged when you're doing stuff like this, like when you're drawing, because that's the one thing that does people in when it comes to drawing.
Oh no,
self-doubt really just does not.
I like focusing on the little wins.
Oh yes,
the Noel video will have been posted by now, and one thing that I'm really proud of myself on was doing her skirt, because
Yeah.
I've never drawn a skirt
Right.
before. And so in the middle of the video, I was actually looking up like how to do, because I remembered a good reference on how to do a skirt. And I was pulling it up and I was like, okay, this is how you just draw it like this. And then it wound up coming out really well. And I'm
Yeah,
like, you know
I saw
what?
that.
The rest of this drawing could be terrible, but I did a great
I
skirt.
saw that drawing and it looked really good.
Like I'm taking this skirt as a win.
Yeah, I mean, hey. And then, like, if the next time you feel like you didn't do that well, I mean, you just...
It'll be another thing.
Yeah, you see what you did wrong and you try to fix it.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Got an S.
Big ol' S.
I got the wackest looking S right here.
You didn't draw the you didn't draw the edgy middle school S.
Oh, the keychain Scooby Doo looking
Yeah.
shredder thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I remember that. Oh.
That was all anyone could draw.
Why? That's the one.
Why
thing
was that popular?
I don't know.
Of all the things, that was like the biggest.
It did not make sense to me. I don't know why people did that.
It was
but,
pretty funny.
I mean, hey, like, if you do you.
Yep.
But anyways, so we got 3 good items right here.
Yeah, we've got a nice loadout.
Yeah, we got our. Well, I'm not saying we have our adventuring kit, but
We're building up to it.
yeah, we are. So
Packing our bag.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how you pack a megaton hammer into a bag.
You know, just fold it and
I guess so.
crease it a little. And
But anyways, I think we're gonna stop right here right now.
yeah.
And next time, actually, I think I'm going to try something different. I'm going to come back to this, though. I definitely want to continue making these small items.
This is a good one to just like chip in over time and
Yeah.
then do something else and then come back to it. Then
Yeah.
leave and
Don't
come
worry,
back
guys.
to it.
I won't leave this hanging. And actually, I wanted to if you wanted to, I don't know how to explain this, but I actually made a banner art for our YouTube channel, guys. So if you want to check that out, real quick,
it's really cool looking.
it's gonna be on the banner over there. So check it out. And also I can post it. I can post it in this video if you want to see it. So with that, I think we're gonna sign off for today, guys.
Yeah, and join us next time
Yeah,
when I
and-
do whatever it is I feel like doing at that moment.
And I think next time,
With no prior planning.
and I think next time what I want to try is I want to try another character, but I don't think it's gonna be a robot this time.
I should probably draw on non-character, but I can't think of one.
I'm gonna try my best, and here's the thing.
Oh, you know what? I do know who I want to draw. We'll find out next time.
Find out. We don't want to. I forgot. We don't want to spoil it.
We can't be spoiling.
No, that gives away the part.
I know it takes us so long to release these videos. We'll have recorded the new one by the time.
Yeah, we will. But anyways, guys, with that, I think we're gonna be.
See y'all next time.
Like, comment, and subscribe, guys, if you want to see some more.
Bye.
See ya.